It's Ketchup Packets.
Hey everybody, I'm Sean.
I'm Nate.
And this is Ketchup Packets. Today we're watching more Better Call Saul. We are back with Season 6, Episode 10, entitled Nippy. We're breaking the pattern, Nate.
Interesting, yeah.
Knows something and something.
Yeah.
Immediately I think of Kim is gone now, so there's no longer a pair. It's no longer Jimmy and Kim. Mm-hmm. It's a solitary word. It's solo life, you know?
Solo life. And the word they went with is nippy.
As in a little cold?
Yeah.
No, we're Minnesotans, and the word nippy in our parlance means a little cold, you know? Not like freezing. You don't need
like
your
brisk.
full winter gear, but bring a jacket. You know?
Bring a jacket. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Well, that doesn't really tell us much about...
It doesn't.
No.
I mean, we did our big jump forward in time. We are now in the Breaking Bad timeline. There, you know, I don't know if we're exactly on top of it yet, but...
Getting there, for sure.
That guy we saw at the end of the last episode was the Saul Goodman we recognized from the beginning, from Season 2 of Breaking Bad, you know?
Yeah.
So, I'm excited to see what they do there, but we can't really predict. I mean... So I guess the big question to predict is, are we going to tread into actual Breaking Bad events in this episode?
In this episode... Oh, interesting.
Four left, including this.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Not yet.
I think we might actually, because we have this stuff to cover and we have the Gene stuff to cover. Or are we going straight to Gene? And then maybe we'll do some Breaking Bad stuff in between, in the middle.
I would like to see some Gene stuff, honestly.
Yeah, we haven't all seasons. It's been not since sometime in Season 5, and I don't even remember exactly when we saw him last then. But it's been a very long time, so we're due for that. Should we just jump right into it? I'm excited to see what happens.
I think we should.
All right, we've got a Patreon. Links down in the description. We're ahead down there, full-length reactions, so check that out if you want to. Otherwise, let's watch Better Call Saul.
Here we go. Looks like Gene to me.
Yeah, black and white.
Maybe not. Yeah, well, maybe not the person.
Right, but yes, it's a Gene scene, though.
Who is that? Have we seen her before?
No.
Extra sharp. Ooh. You can keep it, Wisconsin.
As a Minnesotan, I always appreciate a good lighthearted jab at Wisconsin.
Of course.
Wasn't like this when I came before.
Uh-oh. So Nippy's the dog.
Mm-hmm.
Need some help? I'm fine.
It's Gene.
What happened to poor Nippy?
It was my fault. I was driving with the windows open, you know, before all this hit. And I don't know, something got into him. Maybe he saw a cat or something, but he jumped.
Oh, no.
I pulled right over. I was screaming my head off, Nippy! But he was gone.
Oh, that's terrible.
It feels like a
I hope
lie.
you find him.
If you keep an eye out.
Yeah, well, I live right over here on Clementine. This is my route. When I can get this thing going.
Maybe just a little push.
Why does she not want him to push her?
You sure you don't mind?
She's independent.
Happy to
She doesn't strike me as the type of person who likes the idea that she, like, needs help from people, you know?
Okay.
I suppose.
And 1, 2, 3.
He just clipped the
Yeah, he messed
little wire.
it up.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
Still scamming.
Yep.
Still slipping Jimmy.
are you okay?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So what do you suppose the Nippy thing was about? You think it was all about that woman specifically?
I don't know. What's
That's
happening
weird, too.
here? What the heck?
Okay. VHS ran out of tape.
The taxi with the Isotopes air freshener. That's the driver who recognized him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Credits just said Jim O'Heir, which is Jerry from Parks and Recreation.
Oh. Interesting.
Don't worry, hon. He's not an axe murderer. If he was going to chop me to bits, he'd have done it already. Right, Gene? Well, don't just stand there like a bump on a log. Join us. Sometimes he gets...
Yeah, so the Nippy thing was a ruse to
Yep.
get to this woman, to get to this guy.
Yep.
Tell him how we met, Gene.
Oh, yeah. I was looking for Nippy.
Yeah, his dog, poor thing.
Oh, he ran away.
And Gene here was putting up posters.
And your mom was on her way back from Hanson's.
And my wheels got stuck in the snow.
Oh, that's before the whole thing conked down.
Yeah, but Gene here saved the day. He even fixed my dumb scooter.
She even said it wasn't like this when I went there. Like, he
Yeah,
even
he
created
did
the
that.
original condition that got her stuck.
Now, you know what? You stay comfy. I will rescue this beautiful creation. Look at that. Ta-da!
Gene's staying for dinner.
I'm feeling like we might get a whole episode of Gene.
Yeah, I'm down with it. There's something, just really intimidating about if you're on opposite ends of a conflict or whatever, and then you supplant yourself in like a vulnerable family member. It's like inside their house like that.
Yeah.
That's a power move for sure.
I know what you really want.
Oh yeah, what's that?
You want in the game.
The game? What game?
The game. The one you've been watching your entire life. You got your nose pressed up against the glass, peering in while the big boys play.
Man, speak English.
What is the move here?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's so close, but damn it, you just can't get in until now. I can make it happen.
You?
Saul Goodman. So here's the deal. I will show you the game, and then we're done.
Is he a cop? Was he trying to get him to admit that he was Saul Goodman and he just got it?
I'm thinking that there's a reward out for Saul Goodman.
Well, he said that already.
Yeah,
Reward
so-
money, yeah.
I don't think he's a cop. I think Saul realized that, like, you still haven't turned me in. You know where I work. You know who I am. Like, the cops could ID him immediately. So why not? You want a piece of this.
Caller thinks his brother-in-law with history of violence. 10-4.
Listens to a police scanner. I guess you would if you're a fugitive. you know.
Absolutely.
He looks a lot like Walter White at the start of his journey.
Oh, interesting, yeah.
Don't you think?
Even like his, how he's dressing and stuff, too.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, this has a very Walter White kind of vibe to it right now. What's the ring? Do we know?
Don't know.
Okay.
I'm Gene from Cinnabon. You called the EMTs for me when I fainted.
Yeah, I remember you.
Get a lawyer!
Nick, why did you check Cinnabons?
Yeah.
Christ almighty, get him in here.
That's Jerry. I hear him.
Gene Takovic.
Hey, Gene. I'm Frank. This is Nick.
Yeah, Nick here.
Yep.
Please enjoy yourselves.
Well, God bless you. Well, 9:45. Nick, you want to grab yours to go?
Sure.
Yeah, he's got to check the lot.
Yeah.
This is a scam of some sort.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
He doesn't just do things to be nice.
Out of the kindness of his heart?
Grab yourself a
No.
cup of coffee if you'd like.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a coincidence that other guy has to go right now and that it's, like, this is timed.
Oh, yeah. Something is happening in the mall.
Yeah, he needs to see the
yep.
cameras.
He maybe needs for this guy not to see the cameras.
Did you catch the game last night?
The game.
What the hell is wrong with those guys?
They're in Nebraska, right?
I can
What
Yeah.
teams
talk about it.
would they be?
I don't
I
know.
really thought this was the year.
Asking the wrong guy.
Yeah, me too.
I can't think of any Nebraska
Texas.
sports teams.
Well, you can't win when Martinez plays like that.
Martinez. What's up with him?
Gene's also the wrong person to ask.
Maybe.
Next week, Oklahoma State.
The Yokies.
Oh, college.
Oh, God.
Everywhere has college sports.
No way! With that thumb?
Thumb's a deal breaker.
I'll tell you something. The Cougar helmet was the thumb breaker.
This is a very well-written conversation between somebody who knows about sports and somebody who wants to appear to know about sports. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Love it.
Well,
3 minutes,
I
12
should
seconds.
probably be heading back.
Well, thanks again.
Was that just
Least I
a
could do. Have a
test
good one.
to see how long it takes him to eat it?
Yeah, but he started it late. Maybe he did that to give himself a little extra time or something like that.
I mean, they never give you the pieces of a Jimmy scheme so you
Nope.
can know what's going on.
Yep.
Just gonna make it a thing to bring them Cinnabons now?
Seems like a relatively normal thing. You might want to, ingratiate yourselves with the security guards at the place where you work.
That was one hell of a game, huh? What were you thinking at halftime?
Well, I was thinking, hey, this could be a long one.
And I'll tell you, who I'm not bitching about today? Bellini.
Bellini?
I don't know.
Yeah, the coach.
You know me, I go at him.
If I was him, I probably would have tried to watch
All about it.
the game.
Yeah.
At least get the highlights.
Read about it.
Yeah.
There we go. Always getting an average.
Yeah. Looks like it.
So he knows how much time he's guaranteed to have.
There you go. Like the first time it was a little weird, and now it's just they're just
Doing football
become- yep.
jokes, because football's their thing.
Yep.
So what do you have just over 3 minutes to pull off?
The greatest heist of the century.
It's just what his brain is always doing, is concocting schemes, He can't live any other way.
Seems kind of horrible, actually. Can't just be a guy. You always have to be trying to snake your way into something.
All right, and 17 feet, right here.
What in the world?
Yeah. They're making an exact replica.
Ribbon it off. Come on.
What?
All the way, guys.
How Ocean's 11 are we going to
Yeah,
get here?
I know. Told you, greatest heist of the century.
Starting position, right down there. All right, we ready?
What are you gonna do?
Grab your bag and go.
Robbing them all?
They're just rehearsing.
Yeah.
3 linen shirts for free.
Why do they need clothes? See, so we need a lot of high-end clothes.
5 Patagonias to survive. 6 swaggy
I mean, he said Armani suits, and those are usually pretty valuable. Seems like
I don't think it's a score. I
No.
think it's about the clothes.
interesting.
Why do I gotta run around like an asshole? I already told you. 3 minutes. Got it? That's our window.
It's got a rhyme to remember what to get and stuff. It's about
Is
the
it 3
clothes.
minutes? When the store opens the next morning, they won't even know they were robbed.
By the time they do inventory, abracadabra, no more Jeffy on the tape. Right? So 3 items, 3 minutes. It's easy. Let's go.
So that is a little thing probably
Yeah.
from Walter White that they won't even know they were robbed, you know?
Yeah.
Just this whole thing, it seems crazy.
It does seem crazy.
I'll tell you what's crazy. 50-year-old high school chemistry teacher comes into my office. The guy is so broke. I
feel like I know this story.
Mortgage. 1 year later, he's got a pile of cash as big as a Volkswagen. That's crazy.
I'll do it.
This sounds good to you?
Are you in or out?
In.
Okay, back to 1. Check, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay.
I like that he just summarized Walter White's story like it's something you'd want to live.
Yeah,
too, and
right.
not like a nightmare.
Yeah. He left out a lot of details that would be deterrent for most people.
Skid mark.
Barbara? Yes? Let's ask maintenance to give this area a polish. Got it. I'll call now. Thanks. Okay then. Have a good night. You too.
Excuse me, ma'am. There's a delivery.
A delivery?
They're gonna sell their own suits back to him?
2-stroke engine sprayer pumps. This is a department store. Does it look like we use sprayer pumps here? Or we don't?
I was given this address, ma'am.
I need to talk to your supervisor. Got it. You stay right here.
Is that part of the...
I assume so, yeah. Part of the scheme? Sprayer pumps.
Right, but I'm also wondering if, like, there could be X factors that come into play that Gene's not accounting for, too, you know? Like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm wondering if maybe the scuffed floor that they're gonna polish will make the guy
Your
slip
brought a
or
giant
something.
wooden crate onto my loading dock.
Oh.
Seems to be some kind of spraying system.
Oh, okay, but this is...
Well, Ricky's just gonna have to put the box back on the truck.
A little problem with that. Cargo space. He's got to pick up at the airport in an hour. But it's a messy one, too. It's 900 pounds of Spanish mackerel.
You think the
I'm sorry, but that's not my problem.
No, I know. It's just,
guy who's stealing everything is inside the box?
it's going to stink.
And that's how he's gonna be inside the mall?
I can't wait around that long. We're closing for the night here. How's this?
Yeah.
If you promise me that
Yeah, the guy's in there.
Ricky
Good
will
call.
get back here by 10 a.m. tomorrow, I'll hold the box overnight.
You would do that? Oh, my God. You're a lifesaver. What's your name again?
Kathy.
Kathy?
And they say
He's
the...
just such a scumbag.
10 a.m.
Yeah, all of the scheme so far depends on like
Flowers would be
the
necessary,
the
but thanks for the thought.
just niceness of other people. You know, like
Yeah.
the security guards too, just being like, oh, you know, he seems like a nice guy. You know, like whatever.
They say the main vulnerability in any security system is people. Is
Yep,
that, you know,
right.
that there are people who are supposed to have access to it, and those are your weak points, you know.
Yep. And then she was obviously kind of like a hard line, like it's you know probably a security risk or whatever. But then eventually she's just like, you know what, I want to make you drive 4 hours here, like whatever.
Well, it's not
You
just
know.
about her being kind. It's about making it a bigger headache for her to follow the rules than to bend
Yeah.
the rules, you know.
Yeah. The other thing is, do you think that if this guy is caught, that they would ever make the connection?
I don't know.
The same guy's been coming into our office, giving us Cinnabons every night.
That guy's got really good leverage if he is caught. He knows this is Saul Goodman.
That's
like,
true,
Gene is
yeah.
taking a big risk by having him do stuff. This is crazy he got this guy to do this for
Yeah,
him.
that's
Like,
insane.
I don't know. I mean, this guy wants the thrill
Yeah.
of being a criminal, so...
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, you know.
2 Air Jordan shoes for you.
This is gonna take longer than 3 minutes.
Yep.
He's got one of
Oh,
those
he's
tools.
got, yeah. Did they practice that part, because that adds a second or two onto each item. Oh no.
5. How'd it go, guys?
He's got everything in his arms. Put it in the bag, dude.
6,000 more seats.
6,000 more fans.
And then just back to the box, and he just gets loaded onto a truck.
Start
Yeah,
saving
there's so
now.
much waiting,
Yeah.
You see that interview with Bellini? The guy's feeling his oats.
You can taste it now.
You think he'll ever get out of Osborne?
We already talked about the fact that, like,
Osborne, what a career.
apparently part of being a criminal is just putting yourself in really lame, uncomfortable situations for long periods of time.
Yeah, it's true.
You better run, bro.
95
Did he go back to try to take more? Is that what
No,
happened?
he was still saying a rhyme, so I think this is still part of the plan. I think maybe.
9. Pricey lingerie is mine.
Okay.
10.
Don't you think that's enough?
Cases for men.
I don't know.
Yeah, that seems like a
You're
lot.
pushing it.
Yeah.
Come on, Osborne had the great Tommy Frazier. Say it with me.
12.
So yeah, it's not about needing the stuff. Maybe it is just a
Yeah.
merchandise heist.
14. Kate Space Queen. 19. Calvin Leathers on the scene.
They'll notice this
Yeah,
much
there's
stuff
no
missing,
way.
right?
Yeah.
Everywhere's got less stuff.
Sure looks pretty. Huskers
That's what I'm thinking. I think it's too much.
Christmas out there.
You could maybe pull this heist a couple of times if you don't take this much stuff.
Oh, what did I say?
You okay?
What did I say? That spot, the X
Oh
Factor.
no!
So, you think our guys are going to move to the Big Ten like this?
Is he okay or is he like out?
It looked like an out.
They're just chasing, mighty dollar, if you ask me.
Oh yeah, he's on his ass.
Powerhouses, of course.
Ooh. All right.
And Texas over here. But Michigan, Ohio State over there.
Is he in like call 911 condition?
Guess I like tradition.
He's not moving.
There wasn't a plan B here? Stall him, turn off the security cameras somehow, do something.
Wow.
That's it? Here we go, plan B. Start crying.
He's
Now-
such bad acting too.
Yeah. And now, if this doesn't go off, it is exceedingly obvious that he was part. He's like, yeah, and then he started fake crying to me about
She's waiting for you. Look at me.
telling me to look at him.
I'm sure that you mean a lot to lots of people.
If I died tonight, my landlord would pack up his stuff. It'd take him 3 hours. And Cinnabon would just hire a new manager. Gene who? Poof. I'd be gone. I'd be...
Oh man.
Jeez.
Is he seriously gonna buy enough time with this? Or what? Did he go where he's supposed to
Hide in
go?
the restroom? There's no cameras in the restroom.
Okay.
Hiding in the restroom?
That's okay.
That seems
That is okay.
really risky. I can't believe that he didn't have some kind of, like, if anything goes wrong, this is what I'm gonna do about it.
It's true. He seems to be very caught off guard by the notion that it wouldn't all go perfectly. Is he dead in one of these stalls?
Yeah, I don't. Is he just, like, standing on the toilet for hours?
I guess so, yeah. He's not dead, though. That's
Yeah.
good.
Man, he doesn't look so good, though, does he?
No. Yeah, I'm sure there's a piece of your brain that's convinced everyone knows what you're up to, you know? Even though...
It's just a matter of time. They're waiting for me right here. He's out?
Well, in case you forget, you transported stolen goods with a value exceeding $5,000, and the truck you used to do it was rented in Council Bluffs across state lines.
You told us to rent the
So
truck
he
over there.
got them guilty of a felony,
Interstate shipment?
Yep.
Up to 10
so they
years.
can't do anything to him.
Transportation. And if you get greedy and you decide to come back for more, don't. Gene Takovic, you never heard of him. The Cottonwood Mall, you don't go there. You see me coming, you cross to the other side of the street. Dude, now I need you to say it. We're done.
He's like, but I thought we were wacky crime buddies.
Come on, Gene, you can help me with the groceries? Huh, Gene?
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, what's gonna... I genuinely have no idea what to make of the whole Gene portion of this show.
Yeah.
Where is it? Like, we have precious little time left, and this is what we're spending it on.
Exactly.
He fell in with the bad crowd back in Albuquerque.
Yeah, what is the value of it, kind of, in terms of the greater narrative? I feel like it has to come to some kind of head at some point, because this is the last events in the whole timeline, right?
Yeah.
So, like, the end of Gene's story is kind of the end of all of it.
Fantasizing about his flashy suit days. What? Well, Nippy.
Yeah.
Season 6, episode 10 of Better Call Saul.
It was also a little cold out.
Yeah,
which is
that's
kind of funny,
true.
yeah.
There's the name of the dog, but also a little, some snow on the ground.
Yeah. Also, I feel like, isn't nipping something also like stealing it?
That's nicking something.
Okay, all right.
That's British slang for stealing things.
Yeah, okay. That's nicking, you're right.
But I also think that, there was this threat that presented itself to Saul of, I recognize you, Saul Goodman from Albuquerque, and he nipped it in the bud by getting some felony evidence on these guys,
Yeah.
And he, carefully cataloged how much they needed to steal of what, so that it would be enough value to constitute the theft charges he wanted. But also so that it wouldn't be noticed missing, so no actual investigation would be open into what happened.
Yeah, right. Interesting.
It was a very, very well-planned crime.
Well, except for the part where he had to...
Yeah,
fake,
There was almost something that made it not all go well, it's true. He had to do that little bit of improvising, but everything, all the other work he put into it, about exactly what they needed to steal and all the security guard stuff, and...
Well, a lot of Saul's schemes, it involved people being willing to kind of bend the rules or,
He's got a good knowledge of human psychology.
Yeah.
How people
how to manipulate it.
Yeah. How to make people bend the rules because it's more, like I said, it's more of a headache for them to follow them,
Or even, just ingratiating himself with the security guards and stuff and sort of had them letting their guard down because it's at first they were maybe a little suspicious or weirded out that this guy just showed up with Cinnabons for them, but then he kind of kept coming by and all of a sudden he's Gene, hey buddy.
Exactly, and he had a believable reason at the beginning of the one guy having called 911 for him when he had his heart attack or whatever. There's a fly in here.
Yeah, there is. I'm trying not to draw attention to it, but
Breaking Bad symbolism,
yeah, we're going to spend
the fly episode
many hours in here bumblingly trying to kill that fly.
I mean, there was maybe some parallels here. It was, I know it wasn't like a bottle episode like that one is, but we sort of stopped the story we'd been doing to sort of spend a whole episode just kind of focused on this other endeavor.
Yeah.
Of this heist, and...
I feel like I really... I don't necessarily doubt that they will be able to, but I hope that they nail the end of the Gene storyline because there's something like he and Jesse are the only ones that made it out of the situation. I think everyone else is dead, except for, Skinny Pete and Patrick.
Of the criminals, you mean.
Of the criminals, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, everyone else is dead.
Kubi's alive.
Oh, yeah.
Kubi is a character I hope we see before the end of the show. I will feel disappointed if we make it all the way through this series without Patrick Kubi showing up one time, you know?
Interesting. Yeah, I forgot about him. But, you know, just that idea that, like, this is the last of the... Just, like, he's kind of a loose end, you know? Like, and it's like, I feel like that loose end kind of needs to be tied up. And they didn't do it in this episode.
Right.
They almost got rid of the one thread that would tie it up, is that guy knowing who he was and then being able to...
Yeah, so it's like he handled that, so he doesn't need to like run or anything like that, and he's just living his lonely life as like when he was complaining to Jerry from Parks and Rec, saying if I died, my landlord would move my stuff out. It'd take him 3 hours. They'd hire a new manager, and I would just be gone. You know,
I just had a thought, and I think that the suit at the end of the episode is kind of supposed to kind of plant this thought in my head, so I'm not going to take credit for it. But he dipped his toe back into being a nasty criminal guy.
A con man.
Yeah, which he obviously is a natural at. They spent a whole bunch of time showing us how, like, lame and boring and monotonous his life is, and how lonely, you know, they had that shot of him at home just kind of like drinking alone and like listening to a police scanner, and that's kind of it. Like, that's his life. And him dipping his toe back in and having that sort of fake but also kind of real breakdown of explaining, like, my whole family's dead, no wife, no kids, no nothing to live for. And then I think there's gonna be this is the last score and then I'm out for good kind of ending to this whole thing.
Will he get busted doing that, or
Saul Goodman gets busted? Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think I saw someone in the comments of one of our recent videos put forth a very interesting idea for the end of this, where he goes to prison and winds up like a jailhouse lawyer, where like he's the inmate who knows the law inside and out, and so he's very favored and well liked inside prison because he can help prisoners with their cases and doing law and stuff like that, and he's like the criminal lawyer fully, you know, by being in prison. I don't know, maybe that won't be it, but that would be a fun place for him to end up. I'd be satisfied if that were the ending situation.
I guess I feel like if that was the case, I'd want another season
of watching him do
that.
I guess.
Or like a half season, or at least like a couple episodes, and then some sort of finale. Something about him being like able to like still use his skills and be satisfied at the end of this isn't satisfying for me, because he's such a dirtbag. He's
true. We need him destroyed.
A bad person. Yeah, and he just like, and I mean, it's just like kind of how dissatisfying like the midway that ending of Breaking Bad would have been, when they weren't sure whether they were going to be able to finish, and he kind of kills Gus, and then he's just like, I won.
I don't think they ever thought they were stopping at the end of season 4.
No. That's what I remember hearing, is that they were shooting that as sort of this could be the ending of this, because then he gets out and then he has to kind of jump back in, like.
Yeah, I mean, no, the end of season 4 leaves on the cliffhanger of showing you the Lily of the Valley pot. Like, they definitely
that's true.
Didn't intend for... I don't think they ever intended for it to be over there.
Maybe in the comments, because I do remember hearing something about...
And the Hank story thread is never resolved at that point. Like, the story's not over. Well, you can't have Hank never figured it out.
How many shows have we seen that end earlier than they should, and then there's all these loose ends that...
Or even don't end earlier than they should, but still just never get to the thing that you're expecting the whole time. Dexter. Okay, sorry. I didn't watch the new season of Dexter, so I don't know if they still like it. I feel like Dexter getting caught for being a murderer is like what you're waiting for the whole time, and that didn't happen. Okay, I'm sorry. We're way off topic.
We're not watching Dexter.
No. So what else? I mean, there's not any other storylines to talk about. That was all just Gene doing a department store heist.
One storyline, yeah. Now I'm hoping that we get back to Saul Goodman in the next episode. Now I feel like I'm caught up with Gene, get where he's coming from right now, see what he's doing.
And we're refreshed with him so we can see the end of the story that presumably will be in that timeline. You know, maybe we'll get some Gene footage in color to signify that it's like now or whatever, and then that'll be the ending. I don't know.
Do we see Walter and Jesse in this show?
Oh yeah, I think there's,
Has that been confirmed?
entertainment news spoilers in that regard of them being like Aaron Paul and Bryan Cranston confirm appearances on final season of Better Call Saul. So yeah,
We try so hard without shutting off our internet and putting our fingers in our ears. Not to get spoiled on stuff, but it's just sometimes it just creeps in.
Sorry if you hadn't seen that and I had, but I did see that. I think they will appear.
I had gotten that inkling before. It's like, well, they will be reprising their roles. I was like, shut up!
You know, and these last few episodes, I'll be much more okay with there being kind of a lot of Breaking Bad stuff now. You know, we're like getting right up to it. Like I said, I really want to see Bill Burr. I want Patrick Kuby to be in these episodes. I would like to see the gun dealer, Jim Beaver's character. I mentioned that before. Oh, there's the Fly. He's on your knee. Cameo from a Breaking Bad cast member. It's the Fly.
I'm not going to kill it now because it was in Breaking Bad.
That's right.
I'm just gotta let it go.
But yeah, I want to see that gun dealer. I liked that character a lot. The way that he could always tell that Walter White was like, not a guy who knows what he's doing, but I'm not going to turn down your money. You know?
Yeah, right.
And then he sells him the 50 caliber machine gun, so I don't know, maybe he's not a very good dude if he's willing to sell that to someone. He's like, you're not crossing the border with this, was his only concern, right?
Yeah, right. The other thing that still hasn't been addressed yet is Tuco.
Yeah, I don't know that we need to. He's in jail. He'll get out of jail for Breaking Bad.
Wasn't he supposed to get out of jail, like, in 10 years or some horror? Like,
no, it was only a couple years, I think. He's not in that big of a charge, so yeah, I don't think we need to see Tuco again. And yeah, I don't know if we have time for that.
Why is he in a shack in the middle? I don't know. Maybe it doesn't really matter. But I feel like that was a storyline that kind of got started, and then he just disappeared, and then we're not going to see him again until he's in a shack.
Well, he had to go to jail because he had to. The reason Skinny Pete had a connection to him to bring Jesse there is because he shared a cell with him.
That's
so
right.
Presumably, Skinny Pete and Tuco were in jail at the same time. So, yeah, but. Little details. Breaking Bad is going to catch up soon, or is going to contact soon, and then Better Call Saul. We're going to have probably a longer discussion for the last episode, right? It'll be like a full 2-series retrospective talk. That'll be fun.
And you guys will have fun actually sticking around for that, right?
That's right. Everybody will stay and watch our post-discussion and not just click off as soon as the episode ends. That's definitely not what almost everyone does. Thanks for watching, everybody. This has been lots of fun to watch through Better Call Saul with all of you. Until next time, I'm Sean.
I'm Nate.
This is Catch Up Packets.